In this video I'll explain how to return the position of a certain element in a matrix using the R programming language. So without too much talk, let's dive into the R code. So in this video I will show you an example, and this example is based on the matrix object that we can create with lines 2 to 4 of the code. So if you run these lines of code, you can see at the top right of RStudio that a new matrix object is appearing, which is called met. And we can print this matrix to the bottom in the RStudio console by running line 5 of the code. And then you can see that we have created a matrix containing 4 rows and 5 columns. And all of these columns contain numeric values. Now let's assume that we want to return the index positions of each value 4 in our matrix. Then we might apply the code that you can see in line 7. And in this line of code, I'm applying the which function to a logical condition. And this logical condition specifies that I want to return all positions of the matrix which are equal to the value 4. So if you run line 7 of the code, you can see at the bottom in the RStudio console that a vector object has been returned. And this vector object contains 4 numeric values, which are actually the index positions of our value 4. So you can see that by having a look at the previous output of our matrix, the 1, 2, 3, 4th position in our matrix is equal to the value 4. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th position in our matrix is equal to the value 4, and so on. So as you have seen in this first step, we can return a vector object which is identifying the index positions of a certain value in our matrix. However, you have also seen that it's relatively complicated to specify the exact positions in our matrix, especially if we are dealing with a larger matrix. And for that reason, I want to show you another way on how to return the index positions by row and by column. And this is what I'm doing in lines 9 to 11. So in lines 9 and 10, I'm again applying the which function to our logical condition. However, then I'm also specifying the arr.ind argument to be equal to true. And I'm storing the output of this in a new data object, which is called metPos. So if you run lines 9 and 10 of the code, a new matrix object is returned at the top right, which is called metPos. And we can print this matrix to the RStudio console by running line 11 of the code. And then you can see that we have created a new matrix which contains a row column and a column. And the values in these two columns correspond to the index positions in our matrix of the value 4. So for instance, the 4th row in the first column contains the value 4. As you can see by having a look at the matrix output that I have created before. So the first column in the 4th row contains the value 4. The 3rd column in the 1st row contains the value 4. The 4th column in the 2nd row contains the value 4, and so on. That's all I wanted to explain in this video. In case you want to learn more on this topic, you may check out my homepage, statisticsglobe.com, because on my homepage I have recently published a tutorial in which I'm explaining the content of this video in some more detail. I will put a link to this tutorial into the description of the video, so you can find it there. If you have liked this video or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. I'll try to respond to all comments as soon as I can. Furthermore, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get notified about future video releases. I have already published about 500 videos on this channel, and I'm releasing new videos on a daily basis. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next video.